This might be one of the best atmospheres I've ever seen at a football match. On Thursday night, I was back in Tallaght for more European football, this time St. Pat's versus Besiktas in the third qualifying round of the Conference League. My last visit to Tallaght was a bit of a downer as I watched a 0-0 draw between Shamrock Rovers and St. Joseph's, but this one was far better. The atmosphere was just electric, and to be honest, it just felt like a proper European fixture. You could tell there was a lot to play for here. The over 7,800 strong crowd were definitely heard early on and throughout the match. I thought Pat started really well. They really looked to bring the game to Besiktas for the first 5 or so minutes, but then after that point Besiktas settled into it and you really got to see their class and experience. And it was Solskjaer's men who took the lead after just 8 minutes, with João Mario scoring the opening goal. Things only got worse for St. Pat's as Besiktas started to see a lot more possession, and it wasn't long before Tammy Abraham doubled their lead in the 14th minute. Tammy Abraham scored his second goal just 9 minutes later to make it 3-0 inside 25 minutes. Despite the scoreline, the Pats fans were absolutely unbelievable, and the Pats fans very nearly got their reward as the ball was bundled into the Besiktas goal from a corner but disallowed for a foul in the build-up. Down the other end of the pitch, Besiktas were awarded a penalty, and after a lengthy VAR check, Tammy Abraham stepped up and calmly slotted his penalty into the bottom corner of the St. Pat's goal for his third of the first half, giving Besiktas a 4-0 lead going into half-time. As it looked like the tie was over, Pats came out in the second half and really gave their fans something to cheer about. Simon Power scored in the 49th minute to make it 4-1, and honestly, it could have been more. Pats really stepped it up in the second half. They were phenomenal. If that goal had been allowed in the first half, who knows, we could be going into the second leg of this tie all square at 4-4. If you want a measure of how good Pats were in that second half, just watch the fella that was sitting in front of me. He was up and down like a yo-yo, and he had absolutely every right to be. In the end, it finished 4-1 to Besiktas, and it will be a tough return leg away in Turkey for St. Pat's, but who knows, maybe that promising second half performance will give those passionate St. Pat's fans something to believe in.